Shar, and I single-hand my Pacific Seacraft Prelog 34. Come join our adventures on the open sea. Okay. Hi. It is evening of the last day of February, the 28th. No leap year today, or this year. So, I am going to turn you around and show you Rodriguez Key Island, and towards Key Largo, Florida. Sorry, my cat is hitting the camera. It's going to be my last night here. Did not stay as long as I intended to. I wanted to explore a lot more, but weathers and winds are not going to cooperate. So I am going to Biscayne Key once again. So just making that track north. It'll be a day's sail, probably around 7.5 hours or so. I'm going to leave early in the morning at daybreak and hopefully get to sail maybe some. I don't know. Depends on the winds. Winds are, I have learned over the years, are never to be trusted. Predictions? Nope. Most of the time it's usually what I see. What I see is what I have to deal with. They are right on some occasions, on some strong storms, but on every day-to-day sailing winds, sometimes they're not always right. I look at multiple wind prediction apps, and I don't think they all can agree on the same thing. So, anyways, I'm going to turn you around. And that is our sun has already set, actually. And I've been doing a few boat projects. March 1st. Wow. Anyways, I just left Rodriguez Key near Key Largo, and so right now we've got apparent winds of 5 knots, 5 to 6 knots of apparent wind. So the winds are not really crazy out here yet, maybe later on. I'm in Hawks Channel and headed for Biscayne Key once again. We're doing that because we have some gnarly weather coming back in. Not as bad as previous, but it will make it hard for me to get up here later in the next couple weeks, because it's going to be easterly winds blowing maybe up to 23 knots gusts, 24. Seas, they say 4 feet, 5 feet. I don't know where that's coming from for that amount of winds, but anyways, we're just going to go up there now, because I was going to probably go there anyways, so we're just going there now. And we're going to get hit a little bit from these waves right here. A boat passed us a little ways back, and the waves are just reaching us now. So as you can see them rippling across. We are motoring, no sailing at this time. Winds, like I said, are not strong enough. They are out of the northeast. They will be clocking around to the east. And so, but it's a beautiful day. I mean, even if we have to motor sail, we may be able to pull the sails out later. We'll see. A lot of seaweed, grasses in the water. We're not in very deep water, probably 19 feet, maybe 15 feet. So yeah, that is what we are doing today. There's a catamaran and a powerboat, that our yacht that had left same time I did, and they are up there ahead. So we'll see how the day goes. We have about right now I think we have about 39 nautical miles left to go, and should be there around 4-ish, 4:30 this afternoon. And again, no sails. Okay, we'll see what happens a little bit later on, and I might pull them out, pull up the main. I don't know. I doubt very much I'll be able to do the head sail, because I'll be too far into the wind, too close to the wind. So okay. Well, we're 25 nautical miles from Biscayne. Yay. So sometime between 3:30-ish may get there if I don't slow down anymore. Or, you know, whatever happens out here. So we are still, as you can hear, motor sailing. The winds are still kind of out of the northeast, east. Probably more northeast. Not very strong. Probably around 2 to 3 knots right now, which are supposed to pick up later as it clocks around. So nothing much for me to do except for just, you know, watch out for crab pots, watch out for fast speeding motor boats that create a lot of weight. I just passed up my friends, Penrose. They were on the other side of the straits here, and all the islands of the Keys, and they are headed south, and I'm headed north. So they came across somewhere. I'm not sure where they came across. I didn't talk to them, but I took a picture of her boat. There was quite a ways to my port, but they showed up on my AIF, and so had to do a double take because I didn't think it was them because I thought they were down in Key Biscayne. So they went back north and come across somewhere and back out here on the east side instead of the west side. And they are going, like I said, south. So they just passed me a little bit ago. They didn't see me, but I saw them. So yeah. Sorry about that, radio. I need to have it on. So, as we continue, there's a sailboat going south. I don't know who that is. They do not have AIS. So, they may have receiving, but they're not transmitting. At least I'm not picking them up. So there was a storm over there, and hopefully those dark gray clouds stay over there. I went by them a little bit ago, and they did not drop anything, but I can kind of see that it is a little rainy over there. And then that's probably why the winds have kind of picked up a little bit. Alright, and wave dancers back there hanging on. And doing about 6.3 knots. I have the autopilot set. We're doing 28 degrees right now, tracking 28. We'll probably get approximately 14, well, about 15, 16 feet of water. Yeah, still in Hawk Channel. Okay, so the winds have increased from the north, and we're getting hit with a small sea squall, kind of on both sides of me, but I'm kind of in between. One is on land towards the west, and the other one is towards the east. Hopefully it won't last for long. I'm about 15 nautical miles away from my anchorage in Biscayne Key. So I'm going to turn you around and show you. So the seas have gotten a little crazy. You can see some white caps out there. Dark clouds over there. A little brighter up ahead. Higher clouds, not as low as this front is right here. Getting some sea spray, a little bit of rain. And there's the one to the east. So hopefully the brightness up there will be better. I see a little bit more blue in the sky. But yeah, the winds have picked up quite a bit. I would say they're right around 12 to 15 knots right now, gusts maybe, sustained winds. So we're still doing okay. Just getting sprayed. Kind of cut down on my knots. I'm only doing my speed about 5.8 knots into the wind, because the wind has picked up, and I'm kind of back down a little bit too, just to keep the spray down. So still motor sailing. I'm kind of glad I didn't put the sails up. I couldn't have sailed into the wind anyways, but I'm glad I didn't mess with it, just thinking I would be able to. Hopefully it'll go by quick. Get some light skies up there, sun shine through, and we'll be done. or so since the storm started, and different squalls that came in. No crazy wind. I didn't really see anything over 16 knots, but the waves were just crazy out there. I was going into the wind, so I was going north into the wind. I'm glad I didn't have any sails out. And right now I am getting ready to come into Florida Cape Canal, where I anchored at Biscayne Key outside of No Name Harbor. So it looks like a lot of people waited till the sun came out and things slowed down. Right now the winds are out of the northeast at around 4 knots. So not bad, and the sun is out for a bit. I don't know how long it will be out, but it is out, and the seas are a little bit calmer. I wouldn't say they were completely calm, because they still are rolling around, because now they're hitting me more on the beam than before when I was going north. I was going into them. So, alrighty. Keep your fingers crossed and say a lot of prayers. I hate this, I dislike this inlet here, this channel. It's a little nerve-wracking. But I've got the track that I went in there or came out before, so I've been in there in and out, and now this will be back in. I did see sea tow go out there into the dark clouds back there with the lights on, so I don't know if he's going to get somebody. Alrighty, let's get this thing done and get anchored. During the storm, I did not see the 60 knots of wind, or 60 miles per hour wind, rather. I did not experience the baseball size of hail. Very fortunate for that. But I did hear 3 to 4 distress calls of boats taking on water. One of those 4 was a man overboard. And as far as I know, what I heard later, all of them were rescued. So yes, I was very lucky in this storm. Okay, so we are anchored. It was not a fun experience coming in here. Nope. And I really don't know if I like where I'm anchored. I may move later. Let me see how many boats are going to stay around me. But I'm going to tell you, there's a nice boat right there. It's a really nice boat. I don't know what the name of it is. I know it's on the boom. Languish? I'm not sure. Angelfish. Maybe that's what it says. Angelfish. Okay. It's a very pretty boat. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty. A lot of work on it. It'd be more than one person doing it. So we are back at Biscayne, and there's the stilt houses. And I'm almost anchored in the exact same spot. I'm probably a little forward. I probably was anchored where he's anchored at. So I am kind of in between where I was anchored before. It looks like we are going to have some more stuff come too. You can barely see the lighthouse over there. look. They're flying in formation. I wonder if they'll land right in the water here. They're pelicans. They fly so close to the water. They just scuff it. How amazing. Yes. I'm glad I made it in. Yay. It is pretty here, though. I do like it here. It's exposed to some weather, winds, but from the north and northeast, it's a little bit protected. If it wraps around too far southeast, then we're open. And we're kind of open to the south and the west as well. Oh, did you decide to come and visit? Look who's visiting. You are a mess, girl. Yes, you are. You didn't feel very good on that bad storms. I think she got a little seasick. She was not happy with Mama. Not at all. Because it was bad. Even getting him on the beam, it was kind of off. Not the beam, sorry. Getting it on the bow, kind of off to the starboard. I kind of tried to go back and forth and see if I could find a happy medium for where the waves were going to hit us. But they kind of died down a little bit, at least to the lower 12, 13 knots for quite a while after picking up at the beginning. Blue Dancer and I were very lucky to get through these storms that were not predicted. Caught many boaters by surprise, and they were not forecast. So, but I'm lucky that I'm where I'm supposed to be, and I'm safely anchored, and we made it. And also I want to say, please subscribe and like our channel, and I appreciate you watching, and we love you.